Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Shri Ram Navami Mahotsav ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Vanchakalpa tarubhascha kripa sindhubhai eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Hare Krishna. So next week on Wednesday, it's our Lord Shri Shri Ramachandra's appearance day is coming up, and we are going to hear some leelas from now on till the day he appears. There is a lot of pastimes about Lord Ram, but before we start that, let us, there is a sloka in Srimad Bhagavatam which glorifies Lord Ram. So, if we can all recite that, Nama Brahmanyai Devaya, Ramaya Kuntamedase, Uttama Sloka Dhuryaya, Nyastadandar Pitandrade, Nama Brahmanyai Devaya, Ramakunta Medase, Uttama Sloka Dhuryaya, Nyastadandar Pitandraye. Prabhuji's. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Ramakunta Medase, Uttama Sloka Dhuryaya, Nastadandar Pitandraye. Mataji's. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Ramakunta Medase, Uttama Sloka Dhuryaya, We will not do word by word, but I will read the translation, what it says. O Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have accepted the Brahmanas as your worshipable deity. Your knowledge and memory are never disturbed by anxiety. You are the chief of all famous persons within this world, and your lotus feet are worshipped by sages who are beyond the jurisdiction of punishment. O Lord Ramachandra, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto you. It's very rare that we offer obeisances like this to Lord Ram. So, what is it that is so special about Lord Ramachandra? And what influence one has about Lord Ram in our life, and what can we learn from his pastimes? What is Ramayana? Can anybody tell me what is Ramayana?
The history of the character of Rama means Mother Sita.
Yes. Rama is Ram and Sita. Rama is Ram and Sita. And Yana means going towards. Ramayana means going towards Ram and Sita. Because in when Uttarayan comes, when Dakshinai comes, when the sun goes to the Uttarayan, it's called Uttarayan, when Surya Dev goes towards that place, Uttar and Dakshin. So Ramayana is going, us going towards Mother Sita and Lord Ram. That is Ramayana, us going towards that. And in the past 40, 50 years, this is pre-television and this technology time. I remember when I was growing up in my childhood days, that most of the household, in the evening, there would be nothing to do. So what would they do in the evening? The neighborhood would get together after evening meal, sing some bhajan, and in my household, we used to read Ramayana every day. Hail, rain, storm, whatever the weather. We used to read Ramayana. And I feel fortunate that my father put such an emphasis on Lord Ram because he was Ram Bhakta. And there was no external influence in our lives. There was no media. There was not this madness that we are going through now. I mean, this madness has negative and positive. So disturbance of the mind was not as much as it is today. And therefore, people suffering depression, people suffering anxiety was, I wouldn't say it wasn't there, but it was less in those days. And even in schools, we used to have a period where we used to be taught Ramayana, Mahabharata. So we knew the stories. At that age, we didn't know that what is the significance. We just knew them as stories. But those stories had a huge impact in our lives. Now, Ramayana, during the festival times, we used to have the Rama Lila, Krishna Lila. So our lives were rotated around all that. And in this 50, 60 years, it has gradually gone down, unfortunately. But fortunately, devotees who are here, children who are here, are very fortunate. So in this Kali Yuga, this is the golden age if we want to grasp what Srila Prabhupada has given us. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, 10th chapter, slok number 3. Actually, Shukdev Goswami, he is saying to Parikshit Maharaj that the transcendental activities of Lord Ramachandra have been described by great saintly persons who have seen the truth, because you have heard this again and again about Lord Ramachandra, the husband of Mother Sita. I shall describe these activities only in brief, so please kindly listen. Shukdev Goswami Maharaj is saying this to Parikshit Maharaj, that look, the glories of Ram has been narrated many, many times, uncountable times, and you have heard this many times. So, I'm going to just give you a brief description about it. So you listen to this carefully. shows that Ram's glories were there long before Srimad Bhagavatam appeared. Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva wrote 5,000 years ago, whereas Ramayana has been spoken previously by Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati, following Mother Parvati in her previous life as a sati leaving her body because of not respecting Lord Ram's activities, not hearing Ramayana properly from the Kumbhak Rishi, thinking that he's born out of a little kumbh. How is he going to talk about such a vast subject? So that was very judgmental. In today's term, aren't we, I'm taught again and again that don't be judgmental. We don't know who somebody is, how somebody is. So, the glory of Ramayana has been spoken again and again and again. Even Lord Krishna used to hear about Lord Ram. And what do we gain? What would we get if we hear about the glories of Lord Ram? What would we gain? Anybody's got any idea? What is the gain? Especially learning from Lord Ram. No? Okay, again, yes, Mataji. Purification of the life. Yes, Prabhuji.
Also learn the qualities of Lord Rama.
Absolutely right. That's correct, yes. We learn the qualities of Lord Ram that we can apply in our daily life. Again, the gain by hearing about the glories of Lord Ramachandra is described in the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th chapter, verse number 23. What can we gain? Shukdev Goswami says, O King Parikshit, anyone who thoroughly receives the narrations concerning the characteristics of Lord Ramachandra's pastimes will ultimately be freed from the disease. Now, can anybody tell me which disease Shukdev Goswami is talking about? Which disease that we all have? Ego, yes. Yes, Mataji. Material body, material world. Our most, yes, Prabhuji. Envy, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. Our most dangerous enemy is our envy. We can overcome false ego to a certain degree, but our envious nature is extremely difficult to overcome. So Shukdev Goswami Maharaj is saying that will ultimately be freed from the disease of envy and thus be liberated from the bondage of fruitive activities. So these, listening to Ramayana, hearing the Ramayana, talking about Lord Ramachandra's pastimes, our envy, we will be able to overcome our envy. Now, how would we overcome our envy? Why would we, just by listening to Lord Ram's pastimes, can we overcome our envy? It's because if we follow Lord Ram's footsteps, isn't it? What is it about? Ram did not have any envy in him, did he? He had no envy. The qualities of Lord Ramachandra are unlimited. We cannot count. Maybe one day somebody could count the stars in the sky. the waves in the sea, the molecules in the air. But one cannot count the qualities of Lord Ramachandra. And by the grace of Narada Muni, who is compassion personified, he gave this knowledge to who? Come on, Ramayana. Who wrote Ramayana? Valmiki Rishi. So Narad Muni gave this knowledge to Valmiki Rishi. Narad Muni has got a very, very significant place in humankind, in this universe. He is a spiritual master to many. Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Ragari, Valmiki Rishi, who was Ratnakar in the beginning, killing animals, living a very sinful life. But then, by the touch of Narad Muni's compassion, he became Valmiki and he narrated Ramayana. Then, in the nearer present times, Vyasadeva. I call this present time because when time is immemorial, 5,000 years is present time. So Vyasadeva was very fortunate to receive this knowledge about Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam has got 18,000 slokas, right? Everybody knows that, right? 18,000 slokas. How many slokas Ramayana have? 24,000. Wow, well, in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is Leela of Matsya, Varaha, Narsingha, Lord Kapila Dev, and 10th canto only is Krishna Leela. Whereas Ramayana, Valmiki Rishi wrote 24,000 slokas, only on Lord Ram. But prior to that, Lord Shiva had 100 crore slokas of Ramayana. Did anybody know that? 100 crore slokas Lord Shiva had. But Lord Shiva, being Ashutosh, he distributed them. So he gave 33,000 slokas to the upper planetary system. He gave 33 crore to middle and 33 crore to the lower planetary system. How many left? 1 crore. So again, he thought it's too much to handle. So he gave 33 lakh on upper, 33 lakh. How many left? 1 lakh. Then he gave 33,000. How many left? 1 lakh. So from that he distributed 3,300. How many left? He was left with 1 sloka. And that sloka had 32 syllables. Lord Shiva, being Ashutosh, he distributed 30. How many he had left? How many syllables? 2. Right? 2 syllables was left from 32. 30. So 2 were left. And which are these 2 syllables? Ram. And when Mother Parvati became very upset, Lord Shiva said, I have got the essence of Ramayana. I don't need anything else. And what is Ram? Jiva Goswami says, Rakara Radhika, Makara Madhusudana. So Rama is Radha Krishna as well. So Jiva Goswami says, Rakara Radhika Makara Madhusudana. So that is the glory of Lord Ramachandra. And there are 300 different variations of Ramayana on our planet Earth. In many other languages, but the root one is Valmiki Ramayana. And in Brahma glorifies Lord Ram by saying, "O Vishnu, you take a birth as a human through the wife of Dashrath to eliminate Ravana." This is Brahma is saying this. And Marichi, who became a deer, golden deer, he is glorifying Lord Ram. That, "O Ravan, you are no match. You are no match for the Ram, because the daughter of Janak is under his protection. So you better give up." But Ravan, what Ravan personified? Envy. Remember, we talked about our envy. So Marich says to Ravan before going as a deer that you are no match, Ravana. Come on, give up. But when somebody is covered with false ego, envy, becomes like a hard coconut, nothing penetrates in the brain. And sometimes I think we all are like that. I certainly feel that I am. So listening to Lord Ram's glories, we can overcome these. In Sundarkand, Mandodari, Ravan's wife is telling Ravana that either Brahma, the self-existing with 4 heads, Rudra with 3 eyes, or Mahendra would not be able to protect the one to be killed by Lord Ram in the battle. So, O Ravana, give up this mentality that you want to owe Sita. You can owe Sita, but alongside with Ram. Who is Sita? But the Sita is bhakti personified. When somebody wants bhakti without the source, we cannot have bhakti, can we? So without Lord Ram, without Narayan, when we want Lakshmi, that Lakshmi is not Lakshmi. Without Mother Sita, Ram will never enter our hearts. Without Radharani, we will never understand Krishna. We go to Vrindavan and everywhere it's written Radhe, 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 Radhe. From the sweeper to the highest, they would say Radhe, 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 Radhe. Why would they say Radhe, Radhe? I met one Babaji on my yatra this year in Vrindavan. And I just asked him that, Babaji, why people say Radhe, Radhe in Vrindavan? Why it is, they say Radhe, Radhe. This Babaji said something very amazing to me. He said one time, Radharani went into the man. You know what is man? She became upset with Krishna. Radharani goes in Man every now and then. There is a Man Mandir in Vrindavan. So she went into the Man, and Krishna begged to her that please talk to me, because Krishna cannot tolerate for one split second that Radharani is not talking to him, not being with him. Krishna cannot tolerate that. And Krishna did all sorts of things, but Radharani wouldn't have it. Eventually, her Sakhis said, come on, be kind. Tell him what's wrong with you. So Radharani said that what you said in Treta Yuga, I'm not happy with. Okay, what did I say in Treta Yuga? What did I say in Treta Yuga? I don't remember. Radharani said, well, you said that Nirmala mana mohe ati bhava, chal kapat chidra nahi bhava. Arthat, the meaning is that to attain me, to come to me, my request, my requirement is Nirmal Man, the heart without dualities, the pure heart. And that's what I like. I don't like people with darkness in their heart. So Krishna said, yes, I did, but isn't it true that person should have a Nirmal Man? Radharani said, well, yes, you might agree with that, but I don't. Okay, so what do I do? And Radharani said, I'm not happy what you said in Dwapar Yuga. Now, what did Krishna say in Dwapar Yuga? Anybody remember from Bhagavad Gita? Sarva dharma paritajya. When you give up everything, then I will get rid of your sins and only by surrendering to me. So Krishna said, yes, but isn't it true? Shri Radha Gokul Nanda ki, Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Radharani said, yes, but that was in Dwapar Yuga, when people had little better qualities. That was in Treta Yuga, when people were more pious. But now Kali Yuga is coming. And if you are going to be with these rules and regulations, people in Kali Yuga will never come back to you. So how these poor souls will ever come back? So I'm going to do a condition. This is what Radharani said. So Radharani said that if anybody will say Radhe once, I will accept them to be mine. How much merciful Radharani is. And Krishna was completely blown away with this. He was so mesmerized, he just couldn't stop looking at Radharani and said, Radhike, in this age of Kali, 100% people will have different qualities. They will be pious, they will be bhaktas. But there will be some sort of negativity in them. How will you accept them? Radharani said, that is the difference between me and you. I will see that just by somebody chanting my name once, I will accept them. Krishna became so overwhelmed that he said that, Acha, so in that case, if anybody will say Radhe once, you will accept them as yours. But if anybody will say Radhe, Radhe, then I will start following that person. And I want to know what sort of love that you have for these fallen souls. I cannot understand. And Radharani said, you will never be able to understand that love. And to experience that love, Krishna came as a Gauranga. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. And what did he give us? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya gave us the tool with which, even in this age of Kali Yuga, we can go back home. Actually go back home. Actually come out of this bondage of this birth, death, old age, disease, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Ahankar. Yeah? And the four things that we so thrive upon, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, we can come out of this just by this name. So Mandodari says to Ravana that you are no match if the lordship wants to kill somebody. And now we will discuss the qualities of Lord Ram. So Valmiki Rishi inquired from Narada Muni, how did this Ramayana started? Narada Muni inquired, saying that Konvan saminta sampantaloke gunavanascha viryavan. He's saying that who is on this planet present, Narada Muni, who is gunavan, who is viryavan. I'm not going to read the whole sloka because I'm very aware of the time. But who is gunavan, viryavan, dharmagya, krutagya, satyavakyam, dradavratah, charitrena yuktaha, sarvabhuteshu hita, vidyavan, samartha, ekpriya darshanah, atmavan, jitkrodha, dyutiman, ansuyak, anekasya vijaya deva. What does it mean? It means that all these qualities, we will not go into that. I'm very, very aware of the time. But out of all these 16 qualities that Narad Muni explained to Valmiki Rishi, we will discuss the very first one, which is Gunvan. And what is Gunvan? What does Gunvan means, devotees? Sorry? One who possesses all the qualities. And these qualities are auspicious qualities. So, in Gunvan, there are few certain qualities, which is Ram has got love of devotees, love for his devotees. And that's why he left Ayodhya to go into the forest, to meet Guhu, to meet Hanumanji, to meet Sugriv, to meet Vali, to meet Vibhishan, and to meet all these rishis. So love, when we say love of God, we want to love him, but he actually loves us. We have to be taught how to love the Lord, but he actually loves us. So he's got love for devotees, and he's generous. He's generous in giving out his mercy. When Vibhishan came, he did not care whether Vibhishan was from a demon dynasty. When Shabri gave him the fruit by tasting, Ram did not care that actually they were muchi. So generous with mercy. And he's straightforward. When we look at Krishna, he's Tribhanga, right? Everything is, his name is Krishna. And sometimes for people it's difficult to even pronounce. But for Ram, he's straight. Rama. And he's honest. Ram has never ever lied in his entire Leela. Whereas Krishna, he's always lied in his Leela too. But we cannot lie. We shouldn't follow that. Krishna lied to Mother Yashoda, I did not eat the mud. With Pandava during the war, how many times he created certain things that we could not even imagine. Lord Ram is pure, but Krishna is pure as well. Lord Ram is gentle, very gentle in his behavior, in his etiquette, in his talk, in his meeting. He's gentle. Even when he killed Ravana, the tears were flowing from Ram's eyes. He was so gentle, merciful, the most merciful, charming. When we look at Lord Ram, he's so charming. He was so charming that when there was in Mithila, when Vishwamitra took Ram and Lakshman for Sita Swayamvar, all the Ayodhya Vasi, all the Mithila Vasi, And all the sages, they were just mesmerized by the beauty of Ram. And they all wanted to marry him. So Rama said, in this Leela, it's not possible, but when I come back as Krishna, I will fulfill your desire. And he steadfast, cannot shake Lord Ram. When he was asked to go in the jungle, in the forest, by King Dashrath, his mother asked him that, Ram, don't go. You have a duty towards your mother too. It's not only father, but it's the mother too. But Ram said, if I don't go, one day my father will think my son did not follow my order. So I have to go. So he was steadfast. He was equal to all. He liberated the demons and the devotees equally. And he's wise in whatever he does. And he's saintly. He's very saintly, very calm. And this is all this guna, these qualities are narrated by Yamunacharya. Who is Yamunacharya?
The one who has spoken that famous verse.
Sorry?
The one who has spoken that famous verse, Yadavadi Mamsu.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So he narrated these qualities of Lord Ram. Would you like me to carry on? It's 8:25, and here it is written that the class should finish at 8:30. I would be guided by you. I have got few more things to talk, but I can stop here and open for questions and comments. What would you like me to do? Sorry? Carry on? Okay. So that is the quality of Lord Ram. And second one is Viryavan. Viryavan means powerful. Lord Ram is very powerful, single-handed. He killed so many demons. 16,000 demons he killed single-handed when he told Lakshman, take Sita in the cave and I'll deal with them. So Ram is Viryavan. And Dharmagya. Ram is the knower of Vedic Dharma. And he follows the principles based on Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Because Ram did not cross the line, ever. Whereas Krishna never stayed in line, ever. Yeah? He would go in the war and he would run away from the war. But when he runs away from the war, he's called Ranchodrai. He steals, which we should never ever do, should we? No. But he steals and he's called Makhanjor. So Krishna's pastimes and Lord Ram's pastimes are very different. So what is the difference between Lord Ram and Lord Krishna? Okay, Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam. He will not cross any line which is against the Dharma. But Krishna is Lila Purushottam. His Leela is amazing. His Makhanchor, his Vastraharan, his Rasa Leela, him running away. All this is quite amazing. His killing of the demons. One could narrate for 7-8 days just on the pastimes of him killing Putana. So Krishna is Leela Purushottam. And Lord Ram is duty over love. His duty is over love. And the example is, when somebody complained about him bringing Sita, Mother Sita, back from Lanka, Lord Ram immediately sent Mother Sita to the Valmiki Rishi's hermitage. That's duty over love. And so many places. Bharat went to get Ram back to Ayodhya and said, I am saying it. My mother gave me the kingdom. I am saying that, please come back. And Ram said, no. My father said that I have to stay in the forest for 14 years. So duty over love. Whereas Krishna is love over duty. Krishna is prem. When you think of Krishna and Radharani, the nectar is full of love. And if we want to enter this prema lila, this prem pastimes of Lord Krishna, then we have to go through this duty over love pastime of Lord Ramachandra. If we perform our duty over love, then we will be able to enter the love over duty in time. And Lord Ram shows by his action how to be a proper human being. And Krishna gives instructions through Bhagavad Gita. So that is the difference between. But in Tattva, they both are same. They both are Bhagavad Tattva. Krishna's childhood pastime is the top, and Ram's Vanagamana pastime is the top. There is not mentioned much about Lord Ram's pastimes in Ramayana. But Ram's main Leela starts when he leaves to go to the forest. So that is the difference. And Ram is perfect in every activity which one can follow. Where Krishna's activities are impossible to follow. If you went to Asda tomorrow and stole something, you'd be done. Yeah? You'd be done. So this is the pastimes. Again, it's 8:30 now. What would you like me to do? Can we stop here, or would you like me to carry on?
We could discuss in the prashadam room.
We can discuss. So there will be another class in prashadam room, right? Okay, devotees. There is so much to speak. There is so much to speak. I really appreciate you saying that we can carry on in prashadam room. There is so much to talk about Lord Ram's pastimes. Not one lifetime. Millions of lifetimes are not enough. And I, with my minute brain, tried to talk just a little. This was not on a tip of iceberg. It's not even a % of a one drop of an ocean I have narrated. And I must say that whenever I'm reading Ramayana, I'm always humbled. I feel very humble, insignificant. And it is just by the grace of Srila Prabhupada and our great acharyas that someone as low level as I have given privilege to be here and sit here and talk about Lord Ram. I will stop here because it's already gone 8:30. Yes, I'm opening for questions or any comments or any correction, please. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for a wonderful lesson. Thank you so much. Radharani worries about
Yeah. Thank you. Can't hear properly. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Radharani's worries about our destiny as if we were her children, no? Without a distinction. She gives very clear answer. Sometimes we forget about love or are even ashamed of feeling love toward everyone, Mataji, Prabhu, materialist, spiritualist, but we shouldn't do that. And in order not to suffer the weight of judgment, we risk taking a refuge in indifference, I think. And I observation this when we live in community, there are a wonderful example of sharing and love without distinction, respect the difference between, for example, feminine energy and masculine energy. But sometimes there are another type of example to need to improve this pure love, no? Mm. And yes, I think that a lot of judgment, is very dangerous.
Yes, you're absolutely right. To have that level of transcendental love within our heart, the most important part is association. Prabhupada says over and over, again and again, that having association of like-minded devotees is very important. Because we all are in a hospital, like Prabhupada says, we are all sick. We all are sick in our head. In Ramayana, even Garudji came to Kag Bhushandiji to understand the Manas Rog. The Manas Rog that we have. So how to overcome that Manas Rog is only by association. Only by association. And only by Leela. Listening to the Leela. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you for your wonderful class. I really enjoyed it. Just a question about the concept of expressing our appreciation for Radharani. So I just came back from Vrindavan, and obviously it's Radhe Radhe everywhere. But then we also hear Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur walked around, did Brajmandal Parikrama once, and he came back and famously said, "I'm yet to meet a Brajabasi." So we also see in Srila Prabhupada's time, people would say Radhe Radhe, but he would say Hare Krishna. And I see some devotees of ISKCON going to Vrindavan in innocence, but getting swept up with the Radhe Radhe fever and going off, leaving ISKCON, and these other gurus are saying. So also Jay Advaita Swami's recent book on Kirtan standards, he talks about being careful about boundaries and stuff. So I just wanted to, you spend a lot of time in Vrindavan. How do we find that balance between staying orthodox and loyal to the example that Srila Prabhupada sent us versus the risk but excitement of following that bhava platform of Radhe Radhe and what can become, some devotees only know the other person as Hari Bol Prabhu. We don't know each other's name. We just Hari Bol for 20 years and we actually never know the person's name. And so Radhe Radhe has also become somewhat of when someone says Radhe Radhe, you don't know if they're saying hello, goodbye, or get lost. It's all the same. So maybe you could just comment a little bit on that, because I find that a little difficult to navigate in Vrindavan.
I stayed in Vrindavan for 4 months. And the way we can balance is by being grounded. Because these pastimes are unlimited. Unlimited pastimes of Radha and Krishna, unlimited pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, unlimited pastimes of all the avatars, unlimited pastimes of our acharyas. So we cannot we cannot start following those Brajavasis who are at that level. It might have become a norm of saying Radhe Radhe, but these Brajavasis who are not in this world, it's for them it's okay to say Radhe Radhe. But for us, the way we can keep balance is by being grounded and listening to Srila Prabhupada's lectures every day. If we listen to Srila Prabhupada's lectures every single day, make it our mission that I'm going to listen to one lecture every day. And in every purport, Srila Prabhupada says the meaning of Mahamantra. And that's how I found my balance, by keeping myself grounded onto Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Because we can go to various places, but if we are really grounded, then we will not be influenced. The one will be influenced when they haven't properly understood what Srila Prabhupada has given us. That's the only way. That's what I think. If anybody else has got any other reason, maybe they would like to share.
Just a comment on that is, Ayendra Prabhu is such an icon of Vrindavan and Braj Bhakti.
Yeah.
Yet he said everything in Vrindavan is inside these four walls of the Krishna Balaram Mandir.
Yes.
So he set, although he gave such high philosophy, he set the example of just follow Prabhupada's program. And as you touched on that,
Yes.
it's all there, but just stay grounded with Srila Prabhupada. So
Yes.
thank you for clarifying.
Yes, my understanding, my realization is that if we just hang on to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, never ever leave them, then we are safe. Any other comments? Any other? Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for listening patiently. If there are any gaps, I beg your forgiveness. Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki Jai, Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Ramanom Mahotsav ki Jai, Shri Radha Gokulanand ki Jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Ayodhya Dham ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
That's Faye.
Huh?
That's Faye.
Huh?
That's my Faye.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't know.
No.